You call one of us a slut, we're all sluts.
In Slawski's text, she poses one critical question in the section I am, whether or not the word slut is something that can be reclaimed. In the spring of 2011, all it took was for one Canadian police officer to spew his bullshit ideals to a group of female college students, giving them his personal fashion advice on how to avoid being targeted for sexual assault. Avoid dressing like sluts.
Not only is this victim blaming, but you sound like a misogynistic ass.
This became the catalyst to a long-awaiting reaction inspiring what we know now as the slut walks. Beginning in Canada, these walks now take place in the USA, Argentina, Britain, the Netherlands, Australia, India, and more.
The Slut Walk is a protest march that calls for an end to rape culture. Participants protest against anything explaining or excusing rape by referring to an aspect of a woman's appearance. Women dress as sluts in revealing sexy attire such as short skirts, stockings, and scanty tops.
Another key event taking place in 2011 was in the political realm by the more recognizable International Monetary Fund. The case, New York versus Strauss-Kahn, where a hotel maid pressed charges against the managing director of the IMF at the time for sexual assault and attempted rape, took newspaper headlines worldwide.
Lawyers had been placed under scrutiny when they were surprised at how unattractive the maid was, judging and using her physical appearance as a legal tactic. The question here is whether or not women have possession over their own physical bodies. Can women reclaim the word slut? We've seen two examples, one of which taking place on the social scene and the other in the political sphere, both becoming worldwide headlines.
Why is it women's bodies are so commonly utilized as a weapon against themselves? Men feel like it's in their power to comment on women's physical appearance and use it against them. The word slut, as Zalewski points out, is used to undermine what men think is the deviant gender.
From a human security perspective, we see an issue arising in the sense of securitizing our own bodies, having the ability to dress the way women want without fearing what it is men, or women for that matter, may say or do. Is it the case then that women, especially young, attractive women, or so it is so persistently inferred, can really expect men to be unmoved by the sight of provocative flesh?
The notion is not only one created and labeled by men, but is perpetuated by society as a whole. When we visualize state security, we can think of tangible things, but when it comes to the human body, security doesn't come in the form of a border or armed forces. There's no preventative measure, and if there is, they certainly aren't physical barriers by any means.
Unlike most men, women are personally victimized and often the target of abuses and torment based on what they wear, or do not wear. There is this idea that women are more critical of their appearances than men, which is why words such as slut can be used to undermine them. The solution then seems to lie in our ability as a society to remove the negative connotation of the word slut, rather than removing the word from our vocabulary completely.
So then I pose this question: can we reclaim the word slut?